Hi, everyone. Hope you had a great long weekend and you're well rested and ready for another week of virtual learning. I wanted to go ahead and kind of go over this week, some things that will be graded and some things that we'll be doing together. So, this week will be the last week of iReady testing. I only have about 4 students between both my AM and PM classes that still need to finish iReady testing. So, we're hoping to wrap up this week, hopefully by Wednesday. So that will be done during our science time. So for science, I've assigned them some independent work. Those students who are already finished with their iReady. Tomorrow they will get a new set of Spanish words. This week our focus is on vocabulary. Friday they will have a vocabulary test with those Spanish words. The following week it'll be the same exact words, but the focus will be on spelling. On Wednesday, my first graders have their Chapter 2 mid-chapter checkpoint. That's going to be assigned through Think Central. It will be graded. It's kind of like a little Chapter 2 quiz just to check in with them and see that they are understanding the content up until now. For both my classes, second and first, on Wednesday, I'll be grading their science interactivity. And just to show you really quickly, the science interactivities are graded every week, and it's really just graded for participation, just to make sure they're actually doing it and participating. So this week, this is what it looks like: rock formation and types. As long as they're clicking through, reading through everything, going to the next page, they can make the pictures bigger. As long as they're doing that, going through all of the slides and, trying to answer, they don't need to answer it correctly, as long as they keep trying until they do. And then in the end, as long as they try their best to type up a couple of sentences to try and answer the question, then they get an A for participation. So interactivity will be participation as long as they complete it. Not participation, completion grade. And when they're done, they click on the little check. Okay. So that's going to be graded on Wednesday. Then Thursday, they'll have a science lab. The science lab is going to be assigned also in their science book, and it'll look like this. That's to be done independently. So I'll go over it with them in class, but just to show you, the science lab is right here. So this is what they're going to see. You do not need to print it. If you like, you can. They're just going to do this chart in their notebook, and it requires them to get 4 rocks. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this now is in case maybe, you live in an apartment or you don't have access to outside. If you want to get those rocks beforehand, that lab is going to be done Thursday. Otherwise, it's fine if they just go outside and get those rocks that same day. So Thursday we will be meeting on Zoom, and I'm going to go over this with them, but just let you know, just a heads up, they're going to do a little lab with rocks on Thursday. And then on Friday, first grade will have their Chapter 2 math test. We're going to do that whole group all together, just like our Chapter 1 test. And then both classes will have their Spanish vocabulary test, which will also be done whole group, just like last time on a form. This time I'm making it multiple choice, no typing. And then they'll have a science quiz, which will also be whole group on a form as well. And then one last thing I wanted to show you also relating to science is, since I'll be iReady testing tomorrow on Tuesday, their science, let me go ahead and pull it up really quick. Their science will be some pages from the textbook. So right here, their e-text. So as long as they're reading through it, so it also reads it out loud to them if they want to click here, and then they go next. I think it's about 4 pages. So they do not have to do this page right here because that's going to be the lab on Thursday. So if it's ever something that says download, you do not need to do that. Okay. So just for the future, whenever I sign an e-text, they do not have to download anything. Okay. If they'd like to type up some answers to the questions, they can type it up in this little notebook. Totally optional, but this is pretty much their textbook, just the interactive version. So that's what they're going to be doing independently on Tuesday while I iReady test. So hope that was clear. Our week at a glance. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and I will see everyone bright and early tomorrow. Bye.